Hey guys, it's 27 Tim here. I just got home from a very long and exhausting weekend, but it was action packed, full of fun, and I'm going to tell you about it. So, what is going on, or what happened this weekend, might be your question. Well, this weekend was the Nick Hyde Memorial, presented by Hyzerbomb Discs, and a load of other sponsors. Hyzerbomb hosted the tournament. I know Innova and Millennium and Vibram were big players in the event, and there was probably about 20 other sponsors that I can read off in a few minutes. Um, this tournament was an A-Tier, which was pretty exciting. This was my first A-Tier event. Also, it was my first advanced event. So I've been working my way up, playing harder and harder. I have not won a tournament yet. I've had many top 5 finishes. I've had a few a third place and 2 second place finishes. So I thought maybe it was time to move up to advanced. So I'm in advanced right now. I didn't play all that great this weekend, but that's okay. I'll talk about that in a little bit. The first thing I want to talk about is our player pack. So this was an A-Tier hosted by Hyzerbomb, so I was expecting something pretty good. And I wasn't very disappointed. So let's start off with what every player pack usually has. That is discs. So these are Nick Hyde Memorial stamp discs. See this one? Beautiful purple color with the red stamp. This is white with orange stamp. And this disc is a little dirty because I have thrown it a few times. So these two discs, these are both, this one is a Hyzerbomb, this is a Millennium disc. This disc is a 175 gram veteran, a star veteran. So this is star plastic, purple star plastic. The veteran is a T-bird basically. A lot of people say it's like an Eagle X mold or Eagle L, something like that. A lot of people say it goes very straight. When I threw my champion version, I had the prototype champion version. I could throw it and it would just go dead straight with fade a little bit at the end. So I'm expecting the star one to be very similar. A lot of the guys said these are a little beefier, so they'll fade a little bit more like a T-bird. So I'm excited to throw it. I have not thrown this one yet. The next one is a Star Quasar. And a Quasar is a boss mold. So it's a 13 speed. It's got quite a bit of fade. Fade 3, turn -1 I believe, and a glide 5. So it's got the big rim. I'm used to throwing the boss, so when I threw this, I thought it was a boss. The name didn't even faze me. So this is 168 grams. You guys may know that I do carry one in that weight. At the moment, I have a backup one in because I lost my primary 168 last week. That was my yellow boss. I had to replace it with one of my buddy's pink bosses. Thanks for that, JV Disc Golf. So I'm probably going to beat this up and put it in my bag because I know this could be a bomb disc for me. Just throwing it brand new, it was very stable, and I was very excited because when you get the lighter weights, they're harder to keep stable, but this one was quite stable. Usually when you get a little lighter, I tend to be able to flip them a little bit easier, but this one was very stable. So I'm excited to continue to throw this. Where'd it go? There we go. So let's move on with the rest of the players pack. So the next thing we have, this is a pretty cool shirt. It says the Nick Hyde Memorial shirt. These are dry fits. So it says the Nick Hyde Memorial 2015. And then on the back side, it's got all our sponsors. And I'll read those off real quick. So, of course, Hyzerbomb hosted it. We have Millennium Disc Golf, or Millennium Golf Discs, Innova Disc Golf, Vibram, Bearded Brothers. They provided some snacks for us. Tribaloid, Played Against Sports, The Londoner, which is a pub in Rockwall, Texas. East Dallas Disc Golf Association, Rose City Disc Golf Club, Twisted Flyers, Tavera Rosa, Craft Pizza, another pizza shop, and just a bunch of other Ideal Discs and that kind of stuff. Just a bunch of sponsors. They had some cool T signs out there at the tournament this week. and it really helped, so it was pretty cool. Next thing we have in here, just a cool Hyzerbomb Marble Mini. I really like that. Sweet colors, sweet stamp. I'm super stoked about that. I'll probably throw it in my bag right away. And then we just have a bunch of other little goodies in here. I'll try to grab all of them out real quick. Alright. So like I said, the Bearded Brothers hooked us up with some treats and snacks. So we had some energy bars. And then we had a 25% off of Die Masters custom dyed disc golf order, so I can go get some custom dyed golf discs. Then there's a $5 off Played Against Sports coupon, so that's pretty cool. Go buy a new disc for a lot less than should be. Cup Cozy. Then we got this awesome bag tag. It says Hyzerbomb and then the Nick Hyde Memorial, so that's pretty cool. I'll probably throw that on my Millennium bag here. And then we also got, this is not a chalk bag, this is a talcum powder bag. So a lot of the guys were complaining this weekend that when they put it on their hands, it was super, it made their hands super dry and super sticky. And so when they went to throw the discs, one of the guys on one of my cards was actually getting blisters on his fingers because he said it gripped that much. So he wasn't too happy about that, but I mean, it'll help when you really get wet hands or something. And so I'm going to have that for a backup because I already have 2 others. So that was all of the stuff that we had in the players pack. So it's a pretty good players pack. You see here, I mean, that's probably $30, $35 worth of merchandise. It's pretty cool. That was about less than half of our entry fee, but they're still pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to go over real quick is some trades that I made at the tournament and some things I found and other discs that I got while I was at the tournament. So like I said earlier, I did not play very well. We played 2 rounds at Audubon and 1 round at Harry Myers disc golf course. And both rounds at Audubon I played even par at 61, so that wasn't too bad. Wasn't happy with it because I know I left a lot out there. Second day today, I definitely missed more putts than I should have. The first day, I just wasn't putting stuff together. And then Harry Myers just killed my score because I went 10 over there at a par 65, so I shot 75 there. It was hard. I was tired. I wasn't making putts. I wasn't putting shots where I needed to. I was just making a lot of mistakes. So that wasn't very fun. But so saying that, I didn't get any cash out. I actually tied for 35th out of 44 players. Not a great finish, but it was my first advanced tournament, so I'm not complaining. I definitely know that I had left a lot out there, and so there's a lot of improving I can do. So with that said, I'm going to move on to other discs that I got this weekend. So the first one is, I have a buddy, Sam, who lives down in Rockwall. He showed me the courses about 2 weeks ago. So I traded him 2 discs for one because one was for him showing around. The second one, he traded me this Champion Firebird. This is 175. I'm a big Firebird fan, so just another one that I can hold on to until I need a new one. Except I've already got a solid 5 of them waiting to go in the bag. But that's just another Firebird I have. Traded him for, I believe, a XXX. And I don't throw that kind of stuff, so the Firebird will be good. Then this was a cool one. So a buddy of mine from Milwaukee, Wisconsin moved down to Houston. His name is Ted. He's part of Pandemonium Discs, or Pandemonium Disc Golf. And he came, he came up earlier this year for the winter warm-up in Louisville. And I saw him there and I got to play on the same card as him. So we saw each other and it was pretty cool to say hi and see each other, because we didn't know both of us lived down in Texas now. And then he came up for the Nick Hyde, and so he was here, and he threw his felon in. He threw his felon in the water, and so he needed a felon, and I had a brand new one in my car. So he asked me if he could trade for it, and I said, sure, what do you have? And he had a trunk full of stuff, and this is what I found, and I thought it was really cool. This is a Star Firebird. This is the pre-flight numbers, so that it doesn't have any flight numbers on it. That's awesome. It's 170 grams. I know a few of the guys I talked to said these are discs that a lot of guys are looking for, and I'll probably end up throwing this one eventually, but it's brand new. It's been in the bag since he bought it. So I can show you real quick. It is in mint condition. It's beautiful. I love the red stamp. Still has got the little sticker on here. That just shows it's never been thrown. So that's awesome. This was definitely one of the highlights of my weekend, getting this disc, because it's a really cool disc, and I really like the red stamp. I'm a guy for the white with the red stamps. So we got that Firebird. Then another buddy of mine who plays for Hyzerbomb threw his destroyer in the lake as well, but he threw it on the edge. So he said, if you jump in there and you find it, I'll pay you some money. I didn't end up finding it, but he said, I still owe you for jumping in, so he gave me a disc. So this is my first Discmania disc. This is a first run misprint FD in the glow plastic. So I'm expecting it to be a little stable, a little more stable than a normal Champion one. But I can't wait to throw it. It looks really cool. I like it. Kind of, if you look at it right, it looks like an eye, and a mouth, like a little smiley face. And then you got like the eyebrows, or like a head, whatever. But I thought that was really funny. So I like that. And I'll throw that and see how I like it. If I like it, I'll try to make a review of it. And then this is another disc. After the whole tournament was over, after watching the pros Final 9, I really wanted to go play some holes. And so a few guys and I went out, and on the first hole we found this disc, and it was actually tacoed. When I held it up, it used to sit like this. It was bad. It looked like someone had really missed a putt that they should have had and threw it against the tree as hard as they could and just left it. So it was tacoed. And so I picked it up and I said, hey, I could probably take this home and fix it or throw it with my dogs or something. And I ended up putting water in it, putting it in the microwave on top of a plate, and I microwaved it for 2 minutes. I pulled it out, let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then I put it back in, but then I put a bowl under it, and so it got this not a dome, but it concave to it. And then I put another plate on top of it so it would weigh it down, and it made this awesome concave. And before, when I threw it, it just kind of turned over pretty easily because it's understable now because it's tacoed. Now I went out and I threw it after I had done this to it, and it was stable. It was really stable, and it reminds me of the Suspects that are concave like this. Now it's not a Suspect speed, but it was very stable for being beat up like this. So that's cool. So I got a free disc out of that. Probably end up messing around with it, trying some crazy stuff with it, but whatever. My bag, for the most part, stayed pretty much the same as my in the bag earlier this year. The only difference, like I said, is I lost my yellow 168 boss, and so my buddy had to trade with me so I could get his 167 boss. The other thing I made is this is an old glow monster I've shown you guys before. I had threw it in the bag just because I thought I might use it, and I used it a ton because it was a good mix between my bosses and my Firebirds. But other than that, it pretty much stayed the same. I used almost every disc in my bag quite a bit. Yeah, so it was a fun weekend. I definitely enjoyed it. I got to meet a lot of cool guys. One of the cool parts of it was I got to meet the Jomez production guys. Talked to him for probably about 10 minutes, just talking about videos and disc golf and that kind of stuff, which was really cool. Got to talk to Paul for a few minutes, and just got to see. I've never seen like Ricky and all those guys before, so I got to see Ricky, Will Schustrick, Paulo Ulibarri, other guys like Johnny McRae, Avery Jenkins, Yeti was there. I'm missing guys, but Nate Sexton was there as well. He was really cool to see. Jeremy Cooling was there, so there was a lot of guys I knew from watching disc golf on YouTube, and they were there, and so it was really cool to watch them play and throw. Of course, the local pro, Nolan Grinder. He represented Texas today, which was really cool. So congratulations to Paul McBeth. He played phenomenal the whole tournament. Greg Barsby had him the first day, but Paul pulled back and made the win with the third round in the final 9. So congratulations to Paul. All the pros played really well. It was a great weekend. It was supposed to rain and storm all weekend, and it was great weather. It ended up sprinkling a little bit this morning. This is Sunday morning. It wasn't really a problem though, because it didn't make anything wet really. It only sprinkled for about 10 minutes, and then it let up, and then it was sunny the rest of the afternoon. And so it was just a great day, great tournament. Shout out to Matt Siri with Hyzerbomb and the whole Hyzerbomb crew. That was my weekend. Yeah, other than that, my upcoming videos should be, I just ordered tonight some stuff from Innova, the factory store, so I should be receiving a package within the next week. So that'll be an upcoming video. I apologize again, I've been super busy. I have like 5 videos that I'm waiting to upload. This one's going to go up tonight. I'm going to make sure it gets up tonight. But I have a disc review. I think I have 2 disc reviews waiting. Maybe I only have 1. I know I have 1 disc review waiting. And I also have, I believe, 1 other video, but I might, I'm not sure. But you guys will see what's going on in the next few weeks. After this tournament, I've been really pumped up this year now for playing more disc golf and stuff. So I'm going to try to do a lot more. I've got a giveaway that I have in mind right now that I have to email some people about. But I think I'm going to be able to get a sponsored giveaway, which would be really cool. But I'll let you guys know in the near future. Thanks for watching, guys. I had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed my little spiel. Go check out the Jomez Productions videos of the tournament, along with Terry Miller. I know him from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the disc golf guy. Check out his coverage of the Men's Pro Open. He got the final 9 as well, and I got to watch that, so that's pretty cool. So go check that out, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.